Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an apartment tour. My husband and I own a multifamily house here in Brooklyn, New York, and I want to show you guys how we've been able to maximize the space. As you may or may not know, New York City apartments tend to be on the smaller side, so I wanted to show you how we were able to decorate it, give it more of a light and airy feel in order to make it seem or appear a little bit bigger than it is. It is a little larger than the average apartment, as I know I've had other apartments and we've only had like studios or one bedrooms, and we're fortunate enough to have a 3-bedroom here. We converted one of our guest rooms into our nursery. The baby boy should be coming any day now, as I am almost 40 weeks pregnant, almost 10 months. So hopefully that's coming soon. And we use our second floor for our guests. So there's another apartment upstairs, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms that we can use for our guests, which I can also do another video on if you guys are interested in seeing that. But I just wanted to show you today our specific location and how we've been able to maximize the space here. We have a townhouse, so we don't have that many windows. So in terms of lighting and colors and all the things that help make a space appear bigger. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get started. Welcome to our home sweet home. So this is the view of our first floor apartment from the front door. So I'll start from the front of the house and then we can work our way back. So New York City apartments are generally fairly small. So we tried to maximize the space as much as we could. Here's our bedroom. As you can see, we have my maternity pillow. I am currently 39 weeks and 3 days. So any moment now, we should be seeing our little baby. We have 2 closets, thankfully, that we were able to create since we renovated the place ourselves. So we have one for my husband and then one for myself. And then we have our windows at the front to provide as much light as possible. And we created a little storage area to put away any things that we might have just for storage purposes. I'll do another video showing you all of our storage and how we store things here. I do need to reorganize a lot of our closets, so I'll be able to show you guys as I'm doing that. As you can see, I have the maternity ball here, which has been very useful. During this time, I've been bouncing on it like every day, just to get myself prepared. And then this little section of our room is for our little baby. So we have the bassinet here, the car seat, which we'll take out and put into the car as the time gets closer. The munchkin diaper contraption, our little laundry bag, the changing table / dresser. We have our boppy, a little lounging area for the baby, our Hatch sound machine, and diaper caddy. And then we have our mommy bag, which is packed and prepared for the hospital. And I kept the box for the maternity ball here just to remind myself to bring it. And then we have a little side table here, which I keep my water on at night. The baby shower book I'm keeping here for now because people still come to stop by and drop off gifts. And when they do, I like for them to sign our baby book just as a nice little memorabilia. And then postpartum care. So it's a very large box, but I've been accumulating things for postpartum care for a couple of months now. So it has all those items in it. And I'll do another video on that just to show you what I did purchase. And more likely than not, it'll be after I've given birth. So I'll be able to give a testimony on what I'm using and what's working. So I'll show you guys that at that point. And everything is basically kind of still put, I guess, either in its wrapping or usually this is even covered, the bassinet, just to prevent any dust and air from accumulating on it since we have had it set up for a few weeks. But this will definitely go next to the bed once he's here, and the car seat will be in the car, and then all these things will be moved to an appropriate location. So it's not just all going to be consolidated right here. This is our little baby section. And the colors in here are really neutral. So we will be adding some pops of color. We'll probably put a photo over the bed and maybe some other mirrors in here just to give a little bit more of a oomph, a little something something. And this is the view of the apartment from our bedroom. As you can see, we don't have any windows on the sides, and that is why we try to keep as much light flowing from the back and from the front to keep the middle as light and airy as possible, to give it more of an open space. This is my glider rocking chair, which I'll be using to nurse. He'll be in our room for a while, at least for the first 6 to 8 months. And so when he's there, I'll use this chair to nurse and to relax and to rock him. And it's really convenient. I like it. It's been really comfortable for the time that we've had it as well. And then in our living room area, we have our television, we have our coffee table, which I get a lot of questions about. I know we got it from Craigslist, but I don't specifically recall where it came from. So I'll try to find that. And anything else that's in here that you guys are seeing, I'll try to link below. And if you have any questions, of course, just ask and I'll see if I can figure out where I got it from, whether it was thrifted from Craigslist or we purchased it. We have our L-shaped couch, which, yes, is very lightly colored. We haven't had any children yet, so once we do have our little baby and our children to come, we will definitely have to upgrade our couch and maybe get like a gray or an well, this is off-white, but more of an off-white color, something that won't stain as easily. But for now, we can do this because we're allowed. So this little side table here is in the entryway. So this is where we put like knickknacks, antibacterial for our hands, a little shoehorn for my husband when he's putting on his shoes, pen if you want to ever jot something down, our keys, a little air freshener, and any mail usually goes in here initially until we're able to go through it and put it away. It's a little knickknack table. We do have a couple of mirrors here just to create more of an open space, because as I mentioned, the space is narrow, and in New York City you have smaller apartments, and so mirrors help to reflect the light and to give the illusion of a larger space. And so we have 2 mirrors here for that purpose, and I really like them. You can just look at yourself every once in a while. And in the same vein, we have a clear kitchenette table, and the purpose of that is to create, of course, another space for us to sit down and eat, also a line of demarcation between the kitchen and the living room, but it's not obtrusive. It doesn't create too much of a eyesore in this space because it does have a clear feel, or it is clear, and you don't have to worry about that in general. We do have one of our maternity photos here kind of just propped up. Since it's just the 2 of us, most of the time it's just us sitting here, so we don't use the little banquet area. But when we do have guests over, we do pull it out so that we can all sit together. But for now, we've put our maternity photo here, which is so cute and so pretty. I love the work that he did. We have so many, and I'll be able to show you guys that in another video as well. And we're going to find a place to put that as well, obstructing the space. And then also this banquet area is also serving as another storage location. So I'll once again do another video showing you guys all the storage places, because New York City, you can use as much storage as you can get. Okay, and so this is our kitchen. We opted for a large island for eating purposes and for food prep purposes, and we have our stools here, so if we have guests over and there's not enough space in our kitchen, a little banquet area, we can all just kind of gather around the island, and that's been pretty convenient. Once again, keeping with the light colors just to maintain the open, airy feel for this space. The first bathroom. So the first bathroom in our home technically is the bathroom that I use. We try not to say that any bathroom belongs to one person, but it's predominantly used by me. So we have the vanity, this lovely mirror that I really enjoyed when I saw it, shower curtain, you know, the basics. If you guys have any questions about these, I can link these as well. We have a New York City staple, but not really a staple because not everyone has the opportunity to have one, a laundry area, which I'm very fortunate that we have. You live a lot of life without having a laundry area because in New York City, the apartments are small. And even in your home, most times people don't have laundry areas. So for the most part, you're just traveling back and forth to the laundromat. And so when we purchased this house, we were able to create a small laundry space, which we use also as storage for our Swiffer, dustpan, just Swiffer items, all the laundry items and things of that nature. So we do feel pretty fortunate. I'm actually doing laundry now, as you can see. We do feel pretty fortunate to be able to have this space to use and not have to travel to the laundromat. Those days are over. And then like the little laundry bin to put things in as they accumulate. As we move on, we have our little family wall, which I really like. This was an idea I've seen, and my husband actually came to me with it to put this up, and I think it's beautiful. It's one of the items that people tend to be drawn to as soon as they come into our home, whether they're seeing themselves or they're just getting a glimpse into our family's history and a lot of the friends and family that we have now. It's just lovely. I like it. Also adds nice pops of color. As we move on to our second bathroom, which is predominantly used by my husband. And then our office. So in this apartment, we have 3 bedrooms. This is the smaller of the rooms. And so we've used it as an office, and it also serves as the entry and exit way to our backyard. So dual purpose space. We try to maximize it as much as possible once again. And then moving on to our last room, which I love so much. It's our baby boy's nursery. So once again, I maintain the theme of light and airy. In his room, I tried to go for what I called modern rustic with the wood elements. Not sure if that came across, but I like it nonetheless. I'll do another tour of this specifically. We still have a couple of things that we want to do in here. We want to put up a photo up here over the daybed. We do need to still put up the mirror. I need to sand and organize this belly cast, which came out really great, and then put up his name sign. So I'll do a tour of this room once it's done. And then we have his changing table basket coming in. This is just a temporary one. But for now, I do like how this came out, and it's very comfortable. We did opt for a daybed. I saw this in someone else's video, and I thought it was a great idea. Because you can not only sit, but you can also lay down when you're nursing or just relaxing with the baby. So it gives you options. This used to be our guest room, but because we do have a second floor that has 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, our guests, generally can stay upstairs. And so we decided to convert this room sooner, even if he won't be staying in here right away. So I'll do a full tour another time, but just so you can see just the basic elements, we have a big mirror. I have a storage bin, the daybed, a little side table to put whatever I'm going to be using, whether it's a pump or little food items or whatever it is, the changing table, the dresser, mirror, belly cast, which will be hanging somewhere at some point. We have another munchkin diaper contraption. We have his little laundry, and then his crib, which is multi-purpose because it can turn into a toddler / older child bed as time goes on. And that's basically our entire space. So this is the view from the nursery. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. But that's basically where we are. Thanks.